Suicide is the second leading cause of death for people ages 10 to 24. Now, this, of course, sounds incredibly scary and heartbreaking. But now really take a moment and truly remember yourself at those ages, your children at those ages. It is so hard to comprehend any young person dying by suicide. And that's why JacQuan Winters has struggled ever since his 11-year-old sister killed herself. But he is now using his grief to help others. Sixth grader Kristen Amerson loved what many young girls love: makeup, clothes, and especially dance.
She was full of life, full of joy. She was a happy kid.
JacQuan Winters is the oldest of Kristen's three brothers. He was attending the University of West Alabama in April of 2014 when he got a life-altering call from his brother.
He said, she's gone. And with that, I said, well, Kristen's 11, so I'm thinking, like, what could possibly happen? So I asked, where did she go? Right? And he said, she killed herself.
Kristen is part of a sad and staggering trend. From 2006 to 2016, suicide rates for children and teenagers between ages 10 and 17 rose more than 70%. And experts say those numbers continue to climb.
The first thing that I wanted to do was hold her and reach out to her. And it really, when they told me I couldn't, I kind of just broke down. You can see my sister right there, 11 years old.
In the months to follow, JacQuan says he shut down. He hid pictures of Kristen, but would call her phone just to hear her voice.
What do you do in a situation like that? I mean, it's suspected that it hurts, right?
Eventually, JacQuan turned his grief into action. In 2017, he formed the Kristen Amerson Youth Foundation. Its core mission: to prevent youth suicide through outreach and education.
I really learned that it's more kids going through what Kristen went through and suffering, but in silence and not really knowing how to speak up and talk about their issues and their problems.
And his latest tribute to his sister, a children's book called Kristen's Rainy Day. It chronicles a young girl as she faces and ultimately overcomes various challenges.
I mean, I wish she was here, but if that could save someone else's life, some other kid's life, through her story, then it's worthwhile, It's sad to know that I found my true calling through my sister's death.
Suicide prevention chose JacQuan and his family. And now JacQuan is choosing to help save others.
Everyone will have rainy days, but if you keep a positive attitude, that sunny day will come.
JacQuan has applied for a grant so that every elementary student in the Tuscaloosa City school system can receive a copy of Kristen's Rainy Day. That equals roughly 4,000 children learning Kristen's story.